and try keeping the results as good as possible. So we are on that trade at the moment.
We're in the middle of what is, on paper, a tough run of away games at the moment. However, at home, we're unbeaten in 10 games dating back to the Chelsea game in December. How crucial is it going to be that we keep up our home form?
Yes, I think we can create the Emirates a furnace for us. I think it's going to be crucial for the future result at the end of the season. Not just with result, but as well the performance and what we can inspire and we can transmit at home and play with that confidence at home that we have to be really resilient and dominate games and impose ourselves in those games. So I think the game on Sunday is a really difficult one. I watched the Sheffield games already and they merit much more from those games. And the way they play, it's tricky. So I'm expecting a really difficult game.
Thanks, Mikel.
Faye from Premier League.
Morning, Mikel. You say that Sheffield United warranted more from their performances, perhaps, but they've still got no wins this season. What have you made of their season so far?
Well, the margins in the league of winning, drawing and losing are really small and the details are crucial. But they have generated big chances every game, and they've been really unlucky, in my opinion, not to get anything out of those games. We have the experience to play against them, both in the Premier League and on the Cup, and we know how difficult it is to play against them. The season they had, the way they have evolved the team since they joined the Premier League has been unbelievable. The work that the manager is done with the coaching staff, with the resources that they have, I think is remarkable. So we need to be really alert and we have to play at our best again.
Yeah, they took 4 points off you last season, but you're a very, very different team and squad this season. So do you feel like it's going to go differently?
Well, I hope we can go on Sunday and grab 3 points because it's going to be really important for us before the international break. The difference is, I think, in both teams, you will notice some changes in the structure, in players. It's a different game, but we know what they try to do and we know how difficult it will be. And they have the necessity for points as well, and that will make the team even more ready for that.
Just finally, Bukayo Saka played really well last night. Congratulations, by the way. It's been a really great week for him as well. Is he pushing for a starting place on Sunday, and what does he bring to your team?
Bukayo is always pushing. He's pushing in every training. He's pushing in every game. He's pushing the way he conducts himself. First of all, I'm delighted for him. I think he completely deserves the chance to represent his country. And he just needs to keep doing what he's doing and he will keep evolving.
Thank you, Mikel.
Thank you.
Jeremy, Sky.
Hi, Mikel. How are you doing?
Hello.
Only a couple of days left now, Mikel, on the transfer window. Arsenal fans are desperate for information about Houssem Aouar from Lyon. What can you say? How confident are you a deal can be done?
Well, I am very confident with what we are trying to do internally. The clarity and support that I am finding from everybody at the club to try to improve the team as we can. But most importantly as well, to get the right balance in the squad for now and the way we want to evolve the squad in the future. So we are all very much aligned. I'm afraid, but I cannot give you any updates or news.
Can you give us an update about Lucas Torreira? Are we expecting to see him leave Arsenal in the next few days?
I will give you an update with any player the moment that we have an update to give. At the moment, unfortunately, there is nothing concrete for any player.
You mentioned William Saliba last night and why he's not been playing. We understand his mother may have died. Is that true? And would you consider loaning Saliba back out, given what's been happening to him?
Well, last night I explained the difficult year that the player had and the plan that we had with him for that transition year that we could not achieve. So we are looking at different options to try to have the best possible development for the player and to protect, obviously, our intentions with William for the future and to both be aligned and make the best decision for now and for the future.
Just finally from me, Mikel, I mean, the next few days of the window, I mean, how important are they going to be for the club, would you say?
Yes, I think it's a crucial moment because at the end defines the people, the players, the balance, and the quality that you're gonna have for the probably for the rest of the season. So we need to make some decision in the next 3 days. I think everything is being delayed so much. It's not only us, but probably every team because of the context that we are at the moment, but we will try to make the best possible decisions, and at the end, whatever we have, we go for it, fully convinced and prepared to have a good season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
George, BBC.
Thanks, Mark. Mikel, hello. If you don't sell, are you going to have potentially a lot of unhappy players that they're not going to play? So, you know, that they could potentially cause you issues?
Well, I don't know. And the way we try to manage the squad, communicate to the players, we just try to tell everybody the role that we expect from them. The players have really good communication with myself and the coaching staff and the club as well to put on the table the feelings, how they see themselves, what they are looking in their careers. So we just try to assess everything individual, but as well in a collective way. And a player that he doesn't play is never happy, and I don't want them to be happy. What I want them is just try to earn that place, try to change it. We have a lot of examples since I joined the place that they weren't featuring too much, they weren't playing a lot, and now they are playing regularly. So I don't like the excuse saying it's a lot of competition, I don't get the chances. Take it the other way around, just work hard, be involved, and when you have the chance, instead of talking outside the pitch, just do it on the pitch, which is the best way and most efficient way to talk.
What did you make of the job Chris Wilder done last season when they finished ninth for their first season in the Premier League?
Incredible. I started to analyze his team 2 years ago and get to understand some of the things that he was doing. And I think him and the coaching staff have done a really, really good job. And not just for the way they play, but because it's a very clear style, but as well for the culture they created around the club, the spirit that you can sense around the team and how they compete. So I think it's remarkable what they've done.
What made you mentioned you 2 years ago, what made that happen? What first drew your interest to Sheffield United and the way they play? Because they would have been in the Championship then, wouldn't they?
Yeah. But I was told by somebody else that we had to look at them, and I always like to see different trends, different ways of playing, formations, structures, patterns, and I was impressed with some of the things that they were doing, and it's always good to have this information.
Thank you very much. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you very much.
Ian, TalkSport.
Hi, Mikel. How are you?
Hi, Ian. Good.
Well done last night on your win. Just a quick thought on Manchester City in the quarterfinals.
Thank you. Yes, I was enjoying after a really difficult match and being at Anfield twice. And after 5 minutes, we got the draw against City. We had some tough opponents from day one playing Leicester away as well. But you have to go through the competition and play the big teams. This time it's going to be at home. We know the challenge that we'll face again, but we will be prepared.
You won the FA Cup last year. You're doing really well in the League Cup this year. The cup form is exceptional. If you could just make that every single week in the Premier League, you really will have turned Arsenal around in double quick time.
Yeah, then we will be fighting with Liverpool at City. It's easy to say. And the hardest thing is to get that consistency over 10 months, every 3 days. And that's the level. And that's what we have to get as quick as possible. And that's our aim.
You do get the feeling, though, from Arsenal fans that they are excited by what you're doing. They believe they've got their club back after the previous manager and after Arsene Wenger's reign at the end. So, you must be doing something right.
Well, I'm glad to hear that they are excited and hopefully they feel proud of how the players and the club are trying to present the team every time we play. It doesn't matter where. It's still a long way to go, in my opinion. I think we are in the right path, but it's good that synergy between players, club and fans is back on track. Every time I get messages and I get the feeling that they are very much on board. They are desperate to come back to the Emirates, and the players as well. They are desperate to have our fans back and feel that support and connection again, because that cohesion, it's vital for our success, and hopefully we can have them back in our stadium very soon.
Just one more on transfers. I know you hate talking about transfers. I know you hate talking about players individually, but as on the club at the moment, in terms of COVID and the economy from COVID-19, how much of a drain on Arsenal will it be if Mesut Ozil stays beyond Monday and doesn't play and just sits there for the next 10 months taking £350,000 a week out of the club?
Well, yeah, it's not that I hate the transfer window. I think it's completely necessary. It's a big part of our industry, and as well, I think a lot of people love it because these trading players, and I am a fan as well, and you want to see a player in your team, and it's that excitement. I have my kids playing all the time, manager and FIFA, so it's part of our industry, and this period you have to pay attention to because it's really important. We have to try to manage, first of all, those expectations that have to be realistic for us. And then with the players and the squad that I have, my job is to manage it as good as possible to take the maximum performance out of them, and have a stable team emotionally and in terms of performance as well. And whoever is here, try to get the best out of him and the contribution that this player can make to the team.
Brilliant. Good luck this weekend, Mikel.
Thank you very much.
Mark, Press Association.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi, Mark.
Obviously, from the run of questions you've had, there's obviously still plenty of transfer speculation at the moment. But if the club didn't sign anyone between now and the deadline, would you be happy with your squad moving forward?
I am very happy because the way we are acting and the way we are approaching and the way we are doing the processes around the market, around the squad, the communication link that we have at the moment between myself, Edu, the boards and the ownership, it's really good and I'm really satisfied. And I know that we are all trying our best to improve the team and try to take the direction to achieve the goals that we want. After, to achieve it or not, sometimes in a deal, a lot of things have happened. You have 3 or 4 parties that have to be involved in, but we are trying our best, and I am really happy the way this link and communication is flowing at the moment.
So if no players were to come in, the blame obviously wouldn't lie at the feet of
it's because we can't do more. We are trying our maximum, maximizing our resources, full support from the ownership as well with what we are trying to achieve. And it's whether we can do it or not. And with what we have, believe me, we will try our best. We will have the players trying to give them the best possible environment, the best possible coaching, and have them believing that we can achieve what we want to do. And it will be with one more player, 2 more players, or 2 players less, we will keep doing the same.
You mentioned the players that might not be involved that much in the coming weeks, but that you've always got, the door's always been open with you. I think if you look at players like Ainsley and Mo Elneny, are they examples to those players that aren't getting in the team that you will recognise if they work hard, there is a chance they'll come back?
Absolutely. Obviously, every individual player has a history at this football club. A player that is just coming through the academy, the first year, he's able to take certain decisions. The second year becomes a little bit harder. The third year is demanding more. But it's always the balance. How much are you giving? How much are you willing to sacrifice and work in order to achieve if your dream is to play for us in a football club? And I think we have some really good examples. What happened with Eddie, what happened with Ainsley, what's happening with Joe, what happened with Bukayo, what happened with Dani Ceballos, what happened with Rob Holding. So it's about that. And when I see a player really willing and really trying and really making, the only emphasis is to contribute to the team and try to raise the performance of himself and the collective side, he's going to have a chance.
And then just finally, last night was the first time Granit Xhaka's been captain from the start of the game since the incident last year. Was that a hard decision for you? Did you talk to Granit beforehand, or was it something that was just always going to happen?
I didn't talk. I have to evaluate what happened since I joined. Obviously, I can't deny the history. but I have to follow my gut feeling. He's a leader. He's unquestionable. He does it every day in training. He does it the way he behaves himself. He does it the way he competes. And for me, it was a natural choice.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Just a reminder that section go live from 11:30 this morning.